Good evening, everyone. Okay, so how are we all doing? It's been an amazing week. I hope you had a fun-filled week. So, today we're having an exciting time because I have someone coming online with me to share with you the impacts of mental health on teenagers. We want to know if really teenagers suffer from mental health, and what are these issues of mental health, and how you, the parents, can help your teenager who is suffering from mental health. All right, so in a short while I'm going to be adding my guest tonight. Her name is Angela Mavoye. I hope I got that correct. All right, so in a short while, yes, I can see you, but I'm going to add you so that you can share my screen with me. Okay, so today promises to be an exciting one, a one of a kind experience. We work with teenagers, and all we do is for the betterment of the teenager, for the family, and for the society in general. My name is Isioma Kawekune. I am your teens sexual addiction recovery coach. So basically what I do is to support teenagers who struggle with sexual addiction. All right, so I like working with teenagers, I like working with children, and don't forget, I am Auntie Angela to come on board and take the floor. All right. So my note is ready. You can see it here. I have everything. I have my pen is ready. I'm ready to write everything down and learn from her because she's a renowned teen coach. So let's fire down. All right. So I have sent her an invite, and Angela, please accept it and come on board quickly. Hello, ma'am. I sent you an invite. Let me. Uh-huh. The invite is still there. Please accept and come on board. Accept the invite. All right. So, oh, she's unable to join. What's the problem? I'm going to invite her again. I've done so. Let's see. My screen, why are you shaking? The Femi, Jesus name. Okay, yeah, she's here. Can you please turn your screen to face you? Okay. Yes, I can see you. Can you see me, ma'am?
Yes, I'm seeing you clearly.
So I'm going to relax and allow you to take over the floor. All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everyone know what your name and what you do.
Okay, thank you, Madam Isioma. My name is Mrs. Angela Mavai,
All
and I
right.
reside in Sapele, Delta State. I'm, uh, I'm a school head, a primary school head, and
Awesome.
we're doing an amazing job there. We interact, we meet a lot of children every day, and at the same time, I teach in the Teens Church, Living Faith Church, Sapele May Branch. And it's been an honor working with teenagers for more than 4 years now. And in these 4 years, we have seen all manner, particularly in this Sapele Delta State where we are. So I really love to work with teenagers because it makes me to really understand that the time we are in now is a different ball game compared to when we were growing up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's even a privilege for me because I have a teen that is a teen boy teen that is 14, I have a daughter that is 13. I have another son that will be 11 in November, like that. So as I work with teenagers, I have my own that I also have first-hand experience with on a daily basis. So it's been amazing working with teenagers, really.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I understand something. One day I made a comment and I said I was I was once a nursery school teacher. So one of the rules we had then was you don't beat children. You don't beat children. Like you don't even spank. It's forbidden. And when I came in, I was like, is it really possible to work with children and not spank children? Because we are used to the bidi bidi bidi,
Yes.
as if you're hitting drum. But when I began to teach, I realized that it's actually possible to work with children and not spank them. These children are not goats. These children are not
Yes.
objects. These are human beings. So I took the knowledge I got from there to my house and I started handling my children without the cane. Like I can actually deal with them. We've been on holidays. Like we've been on holidays now for about 7 weeks or so. And I can't remember beating anyone. I can't remember spanking anyone. I can't remember those, although I've left the school for a very long time, but the knowledge is still there. So that goes on to show that we learn, unlearn, relearn every day. All right. So I work with teenagers, and the knowledge I gather, or the knowledge I have from the experience I get from working with teenagers, I bring it home, and I am able to guide my son who just recently turned a teenager. Now it's helping me manage him so well. We are doing absolutely amazing right now, like right now. All right. So I think the more you work, the more you give. Let me use that word. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you
Yes.
give these teenagers, the more knowledge you gain to manage your own children. Your own children. All right. So
Yeah.
thank you for that introductory passage. It was um, I think I grabbed one or two things. So without wasting your time, I just want to ask, what is mental health? What is mental health? You know,
Good.
we say it a lot, especially now. We now start saying, my mental health, my mental health. Everybody is shouting, my mental health is at stake. I think I said
Good.
that a lot as well. My mental health is at stake. So my mental
Mhm.
health is threatened. What is mental health? So let's go to what is mental health.
Okay. Right. Okay, thank you very much. Like we all know, just like you rightly said, everybody say mental health, by mental health like that. So this mental health, when we say mental health, what actually is mental health? Now, mental health, when we talk about mental health, simply means the total well-being of our emotions, of our psychology, and our social life. That's just a simple definition of our mental health. It has to do with how we relate, as in our social well-being now. Then psychologically, how we think, how we feel, then also in the area of emotions, how we are able to manage properly our emotions. So simply put, that is what mental health is all about.
Okay, awesome. Now, are there any mental health issues? Like we've talked about the psychology, the emotions, the this and the that. Are there issues that affect this mental health?
Yes, so there are a lot of issues that affect mental health, both adults, even children, teenagers, and everybody. There are issues that affect the mental health of people. For example, some of the mental health issues, that people have, which affects the way people think, the way people behave, and the way people handle their day-to-day activities, include body image issues, how people see themselves, particularly with reference to teenagers that we deal with every now and then. You see some teenagers, ordinarily by looking at them, you expect them to even know better than what you are seeing. But because they have poor image of themselves, because they have low self-esteem, you will not even be surprised that what you expected them to deliver, they are now on that delivery. So you have issues of mental health, such as body image issues. You have social media related issues that impact on our health, that impact on our mental health. You have issues like relationship issues and peer pressure, whether from the home front, whether from the friends they keep in school, whether with other authority figures in their life, such as even pastors, teachers, any other authority figure in their life. So we have mental health issues that also that also relate to their self-discovery. Self-discovery. You see a lot of teenagers today, they don't really know who they are. They don't know who they are. They like to compare themselves with others. You ask them, who are you? You see some of them they'll be fumbling. They don't really know who they are. So it is an issue that has to be dealt with. You also have substance abuse. This one is a serious one. Substance abuse of alcohol, of drugs. Then you have also issues that affect their mental health. When you also see teenagers being exposed to sex early in life, So these are things that causes mental health issues for teenagers. Is it also academically? Yes. Most often than not, you see that we parents, we have expectations for our teenagers. We want them to perform well. We want them to be outstanding. Sometimes you even hear some parents, maybe some teenagers, when they return, and maybe based on their performance, some parents you hear, I would say I used to do that before, but then I stop it because I know that I'm working with unique individuals. We made the mistake of saying, okay, the person that took first in the class, does it have two heads? Is it not one head like your own? So how come you did not take first? So you have academic related issues that also affect the teenagers. There are others. So these are just a few ones that I can just that I've just listed now.
All right. So, given the geographical location, we are in Nigeria, right?
Yes,
And you
sir.
know how the Nigerian parents react. Which one, out of all these ones you've mentioned, which particular one can you hold on to and say this is the highest of them all? The one that
Okay.
is
Thank you for
most
that.
common.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. Now, like where we reside, I and my family, we reside in Saple. Now we moved into this town 8 years ago, and we moved in from Benin. Like where we came from. When I grew up in Benin, had my primary, my secondary school in Benin, though I now later went to Anambra State for my higher education, and I served in the West. But when we came to Sapele, Delta State, it was a different ball game altogether. I remember those days when we just came in. Sometimes me and my husband were walking on the street. We could just stand, though. We just be looking. Why is it that we just stand and be looking? Because we saw that the dressing, the appearance alone was something that we are not used to. Because my husband came from the west, so he grew up there. So we know that where we are coming from, to a large extent, we are well covered. But the first embarrassment we got when we got to this place was the fact that you could virtually see naked women, naked girls on the street, just wearing only just something to just cover the breast and all of that. Then couple with that, the highest issue here, what I can relate with that is that I cannot still comprehend it tomorrow is the fact that you see a young girl of 14, we go out there, the girl we come home with pregnancy, and it's as if the parents will just welcome her home. Then in the process of time,
Wow.
this girl will deliver. Yes, so it's so terrible in this terrain, Saple. In the process of time, you see that this young girl will deliver. After maybe like 2 years again, you will see that
Get
same
pregnant
girl
again.
pregnant again, maybe for another person or for the same person. But the thing that I keep wondering, that keep making me to be so surprised, the fact that these girls will go out, get pregnant, come and deliver in the home. And the parents just, it's just as if nobody is doing anything. I noticed that the elders, they don't correct the younger ones, they just allow them to do whatever they like. So it's so terrible. Yeah, that is one. Sexual related issues. Like me and one teacher, there was a post I was trying to write today, but I couldn't complete it because of some busy schedule. Me and a teacher were discussing some days back or some weeks back, and she was telling me, she was mentioning a particular street that last year, that it was as if the teenagers in the street were just doing competition with pregnancy.
Hmm.
Every All those teenagers, they were just parading the street. It's as if
I think if
a
you
young girl in
people in
that
that
particular.
area, you have a lot of work. You people that live around there, you have a lot of work to do.
Seriously, the work is serious.
Honestly,
The work
teenage
is serious.
pregnancy is
It's terrible, yes.
predominant in rural areas, but Sapele
Yes.
is not a rural area. So I'm
It's not.
surprised. Like I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that teenage pregnancy is actually ruling in Sapele. You
Yes.
know, I
So,
think part of the issue we have in Asaba here, part of the biggest issue we have is that academic competition. It is just too much. It's just too much that parents are not even. You just want your child to be the best, and these children are being pushed. You will do this, you will do that. I remember when I was handling KG nursery one class, and a parent came and she told me, she started by telling me the history of her child. You see, when my child was in Mrs. So and so class, she was the best. When she was in preschool, she was the overall best. When she was in this, she was, please, I don't want my child to drop. I said, you're welcome, ma. As long as your child is doing well, I don't have any problem. If you're waiting for me to come and upgrade and downgrade, I won't do that. I'm a very fair teacher. And then the session started. I will call attention to it. I'm having issues here with your child. Please, you push your sit up. You say, oh. And then at the end of the day, that particular position she was looking for didn't get to her child because there were other smarter children. And then she became angry. We want our children because your first children are excelling in math, your own child must excel in math. You've not bothered to check your child's personality. You've not bothered to check other areas where your child is good. But because your child, other children, maybe they have a clique, and other people's children in that clique are excelling in a particular subject. Therefore, your child has no excuse whatsoever not to excel in that particular subject. I remember that was in 2019. The parents walked up to me and said, Mrs. Isama, do you know that my first child can